I think my connection's good though, right?
Yeah.
Hello, I think we're live. Are we live? We are live.
Yeah.
Welcome to No Shill Podcast. We got T3 Collects here. We got me, Seja Man, and we are going to be talking about our top pickups of 2024. Yes, we're a little late on it, but you know what? It's better this way because you're not flooded with everyone doing their top 10s.
Agreed.
I don't think anyone's in the chat yet.
No one is in the chat yet. What?
Yeah, what is going on, YouTube? There we go. We got 5 people in. What's going on, everybody? If you guys can see us and hear us, give us a comment. What's up, Venom Bite? Hello. Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are. We are live. We are. What's that?
So we're live on a non-normal podcast night.
Yeah. We're doing our. What's up, Dodson? We're doing our top pickups of 2024. Better late than never, but I mean, we're still technically. Well, we're not in mid-January anymore, but we're doing it now. We're doing our top.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. How's everybody doing? How's everyone's? I don't know. How's everyone's freaking weekend been? I forgot. I keep on forgetting it's Monday, dude.
Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about our pickups, our top pickups of 2024. So I hope you guys are ready for this. We got a list. I'm doing good, holiday and DVD guy. Carlos has way more, has more of a variety of different top 10s, but I'm going to piggyback off of them. I was geeking out, saw the recent video, and I'm kicking rocks about the amount of Jurassic. Oh, dude,
There was a lot.
There was. I don't even think I filmed all of the Jurassic Park stuff, dude. There were some sealed, minty boxes of Jurassic Park. The first one and the second one, I believe, but so much goodness there. There was just so much stuff, man. There was just so much stuff, dude. That was there. There was a T-Rex there too that I was tempted on getting.
I think when Brad was doing B-roll, I saw the is it the compound center for Jurassic Park?
Oh, maybe I didn't see it there, but
it
probably.
And I was, because it was real quick. I'm like, oh, dude, I haven't seen that since a kid.
You know, I will admit, Brad did really good in the B-roll footage. I had to take out a lot of it. I think there was like maybe 8 minutes that I took out because it was too dark, and he only recorded on the smaller side. He didn't get the middle section or the main area, but he did good, man. I will give Brad credit on that. Could you film Venom: The Last Dance physical media? It's out tomorrow. Maybe we'll see.
I should be getting it delivered tomorrow.
That's something I did want to talk about is pickups for this year. I guess we can talk about it at the end of this because I did want to kind of run down like pickups for this year. So, we're gonna talk about our top figures. Carlos is gonna go by his top. Wait,
I have a long list.
Did I title this?
Yeah, top 10.
Oh yeah, I did. Will there be another event this year? Yes, there's going to be another one. I think in June, right? June or July. So it's either June or July. So go, man. I'm telling you right now, go to this event, and it's only going to get bigger. I'm telling you right now. So go when it's smaller before it gets big. What's up, Ghost Tav? All right, so thinking about pre-ordering Monster Force. Oh, yes, Monster Force is right here, baby. And I will be honest with you. I told Bill this, the creator of this from Fresh and Monkey. He's going to be on the channel soon, so stay tuned for that. I chatted with him, and I told him these words exactly. I don't even know if it was on camera, to be honest with you, but I told him. I said it's one thing to see these in person than seeing these on pre-order. When you're looking at these on pre-order, I was like, oh, okay, they look cool, right? You're just like, all right, they look cool. They're not for me, but they look great. Dude, when I saw these in person, especially that Wolfman, bro, these are freaking awesome. And they have tons of accessories. They have ways you can swap out accessories too. And then they do have a comic book story behind them too. So, and these look great, especially if you're a horror fan too. So they hooked me up with 2 of them. You guys will see my geeking out haul tomorrow. So stay tuned for that video.
Those boxes remind me of NECA.
Yeah, but I don't know what NECA's been up to lately, so meh. All right. So we're gonna hear Carlos's top tens, and I'm gonna piggyback off it because I only did my top tens of 2024. Carlos did a bunch of other top tens, so I'll piggyback off of that, and you guys can feel free and put your input on there. But I don't want to hear your guys' top tens until we get into our top tens, like the figures of the year. So start it off, Carlos. We're gonna let Carlos take over here.
All right. So I am going to start off with my top 10 worst and disappointing movies of 2024. And I've seen every single one of these. I don't think I own maybe one of these. I think I own one. So starting at number 10, Strangers Chapter 1. Terrible movie. Number 9 would be Beetlejuice. Didn't even finish it.
Oh, so you did watch it finally?
Yeah, I finally watched. I didn't even finish it.
You should have finished it because it gets stupid at the end.
I think I got halfway through it and I was like, this is not for me. I know I'm not gonna hate. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but in my top worst and disappointing movies of last year, Sonic 3.
Oh wow, I didn't watch it, so I can't say anything.
Number 7, which I just talked about, which is coming tomorrow, Venom: The Last Stand. I just got it because I'm a Marvel fan.
I thought you said 6, it was an enjoyable movie, though.
I mean, it's okay. It's better than the second one, which is not saying much.
That's not saying a lot because that movie was shit.
I mean, it had its moments where it was okay. Like, I guess, I don't know. It's a fun movie, but it wasn't great. Number 6 was Fly Me to the Moon. If you guys have seen that, it was not very good. I went and seen this one, which is my number 5, is the Halle Berry horror movie, Never Let Go.
Yeah.
So disappointed in that movie. Number 4, which this actually dropped from my number 1 to number 4, Joker, Folie à Deux. One of the worst movies. Bad. No, and The Crow is not number 1. My third disappointing movie was The Crow 2024. Number 2 was Trap. That movie I felt like I had a lot of like anticipation for, and it just sucked. And number 1, I don't know why anyone would not think this, was Madam Web. What a terrible movie. And still needs to watch it just because it's bad.
I can't give up my top because I haven't really, like, Carlos knows me and I'm very picky nowadays about movies. But if I can say like a movie that I was disappointed in, I can say The Crow, definitely. And I liked Trap till a certain point, and then it just became repetitive and predictable. And Beetlejuice started off good for me, and I hated it at the end. I just thought it was pretty bad at the end. It was just a dumb movie, and that musical part lasted too long. So that's all I can really give as far as new movies go.
I'm really surprised you haven't watched Joker now that it's out on HBO.
I know, dude. I don't want to get it ruined for me like the first movie. I think I will watch it down the line, but I just don't want the image for the first one if it is that bad. I mean, for all you know, I could like it. Like, I liked Wolfman, and a lot of people didn't like. I saw parts of Substance. I didn't finish it yet, and I did enjoy it, but I didn't finish it. But Wolfman was honestly, I feel like Wolfman's one of those movies that people started trashing, and then everybody jumped on the bandwagon just to agree with how bad it is, calling it the worst. Like, it's not a horrible movie. Like, people are calling it a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. I would say it is fast. I feel like they went through it fast, but I still think it's a good movie. So yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed Wolfman. My wife did not enjoy Wolfman, so.
Well, it doesn't say much. My wife didn't like Nosferatu, so.
Yeah, my wife didn't like Nosferatu either. Speaking of movies, these are my top 10 best movies of 2024. I'm going to go through this really, really fast. So 10 was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. 9 was Twisters. 8 was Inside Out 2. 7 was Late Night with the Devil. 6 was Alien Romulus.
Good one.
5 was Long Legs. 4 was Saturday Night. 3 was Deadpool Wolverine. 2 was Civil War, and 1 was Nosferatu. That was my top
good one.
10.
Yeah. I saw some movies this year. I was really impressed. I was really surprised with Alien Romulus. I don't remember what else came out, dude, to be honest with you. I've watched so much stuff, but a lot of the stuff I watch is like older stuff that I rewatch over and over again. But I would say Nosferatu is definitely my top movie of the year. Late Night with the Devil was also a really good movie too. But Nosferatu is definitely number one for me for best
Wait, did
movie.
you finally watch Late Night with the Devil?
I saw it a long time ago.
Oh, I didn't know you watched it.
I think I saw it before you did. Did you watch it in theaters?
Oh,
I saw it before you did, dude. Yeah.
you did see it before me. I didn't know it was out. That's why.
Hey, Javi, he says Alien Romulus is his number one worst movie. Explain why. Curious to know. I was actually really surprised with that one. So I'm happy that I did enjoy the movie. I have a feeling when they do the second one, it's probably not going to be good. That's just what I feel.
I hope it is, though.
I hope it is too, but I have a feeling it's going to not be good.
But you were also worried about Deadpool Wolverine, and you ended up liking it.
I like Deadpool Wolverine. I really like Deadpool Wolverine. But again, I'm one of those guys that and you know this, that I feel like Marvel is just riding on nostalgia right now. And that's all they can really do. Because if this Deadpool movie didn't have Wolverine, it probably wouldn't have been that great because Deadpool 2 wasn't all that great. So, it's they're just doing nostalgia right now. That's all I feel like MCU is doing. So,
hey, that's who brings the people to the seats, apparently. So
it is. It's sad that they have to keep on going back to something in order for it, to be a good movie or people to go watch a movie. I have a lot of issues with Deadpool and Wolverine, though. I do have issues with that movie.
But I'll only tell you what. So out of all the Deadpool movies, because there's only been 3, I feel like I have watched Deadpool and Wolverine more times than I have ever watched Deadpool 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree with you on that. I've only watched Deadpool Wolverine twice. I've watched Deadpool 1 more. Deadpool Wolverine was fun, then good script and fights were made. I just think the movie had a lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, how much can you cram into a movie without it being overstuffed too?
Oh, I didn't like the final battle. I didn't like how the final battle ended. And I thought the Professor Xavier's sister and her bad guys was wasted, but whatever. So
yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
But it had good moments. It had a lot of good moments. I think Chris Evans was one of the best moments in the film. Same with the whole Blade and Gambit and Elektra. So
especially that after credit scene or the after the end of it.
Oh yeah, the montage.
Well, not
that.
Saying all that stuff.
Yeah.
So good.
What else you got?
So I didn't do 10 of these. I just did a top 5 disappointing figures for me. 5 was DC Multiverse Steel. Very let down with that figure because they missed so many things on that suit. G.I. Joe Classified Metalhead, terrible. Marvel Legends Target exclusive Venom with the what is it, tendrils, terrible.
The movie version, right?
Yeah, just not good. Marvel Legends Strange Tales Bloodstorm, old body, new head. And then my number 1 was Batman Forever Riddler from DC Multiverse.
Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised you have a lot of Marvel Legends in that. I thought you were going to have more DC Multiverse than anything.
I mean, think about it. Like Marvel Legends Hasbro only put out like 120 something Marvel Legends compared to Multiverse was like over 200. So I don't know.
Lousy writing, uninteresting characters and acting, lacked originality. I could go on and on. Hey.
I don't know.
So for disappointing figures for me, I mean, there was a lot. Okay, so McFarlane let me down a lot with a lot of figures that came out this year. And that's because it was like, for instance, and it's the movie stuff that he let me down on. Like, for instance, the Riddler was one of them. I don't know if 89 Batman was released this year, dude. I don't even remember anymore.
I don't even know either.
I don't know if it is. So I don't know. I don't know. John's mad over here. John's mad. I think I said hi. I'm pretty sure I said hi when you came in, but whatever, man. I don't know if 89 Batman was in this year, but I mean, Even the I had some issues a little bit with the Christopher Reeve the comic book version of
Oh,
that
not
one.
this one?
I actually like that figure. I thought the figure was pretty good. I just think which Batman 89 there was like 3. Well, the problem with the Batman 89 one was that the neck piece, he didn't get not he, it's McFarlane Toys, the sculptors. They didn't get parts of the suit right, like obvious parts that make the 89 suit iconic. They didn't get any of that right. And then what else? I just had something else in my mind right now and I totally went blank, but damn, I totally went blank right now on some of the figures, but a lot of it is the movie figures. And if anything else, like joints. It's the joint problems that I have with some of McFarlane's figures. Hiding the joints or the gap between the joints, the weird bend at the knees that they have with a little articulation in there that looks weird at the bend. But he has improved in certain areas too, though. So like another disappointing wave a little bit was the Batman versus Superman. The Superman wave that came with the 2-pack, and same with the Doomsday figure as well. I had some issues with too. So there's a few issues I do have. The weapons too, the soft rubber weapons gotta go, man. They gotta go, and some of them are oversized. Hey, Laura. I bought McFarlane the Penguin figure. I bought it on sale for $7, and it felt like I paid I still felt like I paid too much. Did I try to chase Superman? Well, I did try to trade you the chase. I ended up getting it already. Thank you though. So there was I didn't really pick up any legends for the most part, but I'm so picky about legends. Yeah. So the very few that I did pick up were X-Men 97 or that Red Hulk, and I really like those figures. So got the limited edition 2018 Retro Venom movie figure. Which one's that one? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. Oversized as heck. Have you seen the BVS Wonder Woman sword? Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was disappointed in a lot of certain areas that McFarlane Toys, slacked on. So I'm not sure why they do what they do in the sculpting room.
I got that Wonder Woman just recently. I never even paid attention to the sword.
Yeah, it's oversized, but her head sculpt's great.
Yeah, it looks exactly like her for once.
Yeah. Yep. But they've done good likenesses for the most part on a lot of the Rock was such a great likeness, dude.
Yeah, because I remember reading the whole thing, how he was talking about that he wouldn't sign off until they got his head sculpt correct. Yeah. And I was like, wow.
Who's Adrian? Say Hi Man is off work today, not on his what?
Uniform.
Oh, yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, because if we did do this live, I probably would have been in my scrubs.
True.
I don't know. Maybe. McFarlane better make a DeVito Penguin. A Nicholas. I from what I've heard, we're not getting a Nicholson Joker because of money, which is the reason why the Joker Joaquin Phoenix box set is really high. It's not because McFarlane Toys is trying to get money off you. It's because they have to pay the actors, is what it is. So
it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, apparently, for Jack Nicholson.
Lots.
What else you got?
All right. Let's just go with DC Multiverse. I'm gonna end it on Marvel Legends. So
okay, because is that gonna be the last one? Then we're getting into our top 10 pickups of the year.
Yeah, so I'll have Multiverse, Marvel Legends will be the last one, and then we'll go over the
okay, go for it.
So in order: 10 Superman Red, the red electric Superman. 9 the Penguin Platinum Edition because it's the classic superpowers.
Wait, this is your favorite of DC Multiverse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 8 Robin Tim Drake, the new one that just came out. I want to say in October.
Yeah, that was a good one.
7 Wonder Woman Batman vs Superman. 6 Robin Batman Forever. Number 5 Cyborg Superman New 52. 4 Azrael Batman Armor Platinum Edition because it's correct.
Yes.
3 Green Lantern Silver Age, which is the digital one. Number 2 was Armored Batman Platinum Edition, and number 1, the Dark Knight Trilogy Batman.
Yep. See, hey guys, hey, there's even Halle Berry Catwoman figure, not from McFarlane. Hello, Jen. Hello. Okay, so that's a good list. And okay, so this is what I was trying to talk about before when you got into the disappointing figures, and a lot because I mentioned a lot of the disappointment for me for McFarlane on the movie figures is the live action stuff, because I feel like, especially for Batman, but for comic book stuff, dude, he does a pretty damn good job. It's just some of the joints I have issues with. But yeah, Azrael Batman I love that figure, dude. The chase, both. I love both. And the Robin was a really good figure. I feel like he did a lot of great figures. The vampire line is a really good line. I actually, even though it was like a kind of like a hollow feeling figure, I like the Dark Side figure. I thought that was a pretty good one. The Mega Fig. I was actually, I thought it looked cool.
That was actually my worst, but I took it out.
The statue of Superman, the comic book version, was really good. Had the cloth cape, or had the bendy wire cape on that one. It was the first one for the statues to have a bendy cape like that. Remember that Batman? I think it's the Jim Lee one. Or okay, Superman, sorry. Superman.
Yeah, the Jim Lee Superman, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good one too. There was a lot of good stuff this year from McFarlane this past year. So
it's funny because I never saw that Superman statue. Usually GameStop carries all that. I never saw.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I feel like I just saw one recently at GameStop.
And I actually would have picked those up, but nope. I think the only one I've seen is Wonder Woman, but it was a signed edition, and I was like, yeah, $75. I'm not paying that. And the Flash, no.
And Seha Man. Go for it. What else you got from Marvel Legends?
All right, so this is my Marvel Legends one. I'm probably gonna do a video of it on this because not a lot of people watch this. We don't have a lot of, I guess, subscribers, so let's just go this way. Marvel Legends. Agree or disagree, doesn't matter. Number 10, Secret Wars, Captain America. Number 9, Superior Spider-Man, which is a Target exclusive. Which is number 8 is also a Target exclusive. Astonishing Wolverine. Number 7, She-Hulk, the Iron Man retro card back. Number 6, X-Men 97 Cyclops.
Yeah.
Number 5, Power Princess, which a lot of people don't know who that is, but she's very hard to find. Number 4, Jack-O-Lantern from the Spider-Man animated.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Number 3 was Scarlet Spider from that same retro card. Number 2, which is right behind me. Which I'll just pull this out. If I do this, I'm going to knock something over. Watch.
Uh-oh. I probably want to go watch FNAF 2 in theaters. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Probably not, though. Uh-oh, you knocked something over.
Nope. But number 2 was this one right here, the Punisher.
Wow.
Number 1, which I never thought I would say this, was the Carnage from Let There Be Carnage movie line. That thing is so awesome.
Yeah, it looks good.
The way they got that, I don't know what they did with that paint, but it made it look like, I don't know, like gross in a way, like it was real. So that's it. That's my Marvel Legend top 10. And I'll have a video out probably this week going over all those again.
I can agree with you on a lot of those, and that's because it's the retro line. And that's the only ones I buy, or the X-Men 97.
Yeah, the retro line.
Are the only ones. Have either of you found the new McFarlane Power Girl, Captain Cold, or Guy Gardner? Those aren't out yet, are they?
They're not out yet.
Yeah, I found the other guy who looks like Black Panther. I forgot his name.
Oh,
I see those sitting. Yeah, I see those sitting. Did either of you find a Venom? Yeah, yes. Venom 2, Marvel Legends, yes. Got that Punisher 2-pack. All right, are we going to start the top 10?
Let's go. And... Oh, yeah. Top 10 pickups. I got
my list. So this is, guys, right here is the top 10 pickups for last year. So pretty sure a lot of you guys know I've picked up so much stuff, guys. So much stuff. So some modern, lot of vintage. And I mean, I guess I can go down the line like really quick on like, I guess just like on the top of my head, that stuff that didn't make the list that I think should have made the list. I guess I can go. Azrael Batman, both versions, definitely could have made that list. So X-Men 97 Cyclops came out this year?
Last year, yeah.
The last year, sorry. Yeah, that one. My Hot Toys, the Batman, would have made that list. My Batman Spawn statue that just came out. That's another one that didn't make my list, but would have made my list. My kids meal displays that I got from the McDonald's from Batman, the animated series, and Batman Returns. Trying to see if there's anything here that I picked up recently. Trying to think here. That's in the display. My pumpkin head from Syndicate Collectibles, a statue. That one almost made the list. What else? A lot of Mondo almost made the list. I don't know if Man-Bat was last year, but that almost made it. Cyclops almost made it. That's such a great figure. I think that's all I can really think about on the top of my head, because I picked up some Spawns. The new Spawn, the commando looking one from Gears of is it Call of Duty? I think it was. Yeah, that's another one that almost made the list. The several McFarlanes definitely almost made the list. So yeah, and some other vintage stuff that I picked up almost made the list, but didn't quite do it. Let me see here. Let me read the comments really quick. Do you still have the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 mask? I do. The new McFarlane figures go out for pre-order in 2 days. T3 Collects Carnage figure looks so cool. I was never able to find it. Oh, you answered that. Kickstarter Medieval Spawn was really good. I need that Carnage now. All right. Well, you have any top any honorable mentions on the top of your head?
My honorable mention, I mean,
dude, before you go there, you know when we were doing this, I was going to actually include everything, like posters and stuff, but then I said, nah, let's just keep it figures, because that would have made it more complicated.
Yeah, because you picked up a lot of posters. And
I picked up a lot of everything.
Yeah, that's true. Honorable mention. So there's one I look at all the time to my right, and that's my animated Spider-Man McDonald's Happy Meal display. So that one I thought was going to make it my top 10, but there was so many things that pretty much took over that. So that's going to be my only honorable mention, because honestly, there's not really that many things I picked up that I could think of that would be an honorable mention. I have a lot of stuff, I tell you that my garage is freaking disastrous. So I'll just say that one.
Okay. Let me answer this really quick. Are you guys planning on picking up the Mondo? I can't fork out over 300 tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to pay the aftermarket on that. I got too much stuff I'm planning on picking up, but I will get it, and I probably will pay the high price on it, because I need that Clayface, and I'm a huge Clayface fan. Okay, let's get into top 10s, man. You want to go first? Are you done, right, with your honorable mentions? That was it?
Yeah, I was going to say something about the Clayface, though.
Yeah.
So we know that Big Bad and
Entertainment Earth will carry the regular version.
They'll probably either sell out or they won't. They'll sit. So you'll still have an opportunity to get it. So
yeah, but I need the timed edition. I want those extra pieces, man.
That's true. That timed edition.
I need those extra pieces. So Feet of Clay is one of my favorite Batman animated series episodes, and it's such a sad story, and the score on that is beautiful. So, okay, you want to start off with your top 10 pickups of 2024?
So yeah, I'll go with my 10, which I don't know, just because the price, which is a modern figure, a G.I. Joe Classified figure that I got for $3. So that would be one of them because of the price. Really, that's it. It's the G.I. Joe Classified Raptor. That was like $35. I was able to get it for $3 at Target. So there you go. That'll be my number 10.
That's number 10?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into my number 10 here. Let's see. I got to find my list. Okay, so I thought I had this figure out here, but I don't. And this is one that you were supposed to pick up, and a coin flip. That is the Alex Murphy RoboCop NECA figure. I think that is such a great freaking figure, dude. The different ways that you can display this guy. Like, that's a figure you would definitely need two in, because the way I have mine displayed, if I took it down, I think I put it away because I was doing the Halloween stuff. I had him displayed getting shot up, and that was
Oh,
just awesome. So that's one of, to me, one of the better NECA figures that they've done in a long damn time. So number 10 is Alex Murphy, NECA Toys, RoboCop. Drop it. Drop your pants.
off your pants. My number 9 is actually something I got you, so this is kind of funny. It is
Vibrator?
another. Yeah, it's going to be the robber the robber
Vibrator?
Yeah, the Spider-Man animated series bust for $3.
Oh yeah, that's a good, yeah. $3, dude. That almost, I was looking at my bust to see if any of the ones you got me would make it. That's another thing. The Two Faces and definitely an honorable mention that you got me. They're both displayed right here too. You probably can't see them. This is them right here. That's both of them right there. That's a good one. That's a good one. $3 too is a really, really good price.
Yeah, I paid $25 for mine earlier in the year.
Oh, that's right. Mine was the $3 one.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Okay, so my number 9, even though this didn't come out last year, again, this is pickups that we picked up over the past year. It doesn't have to be something that was released in 2024. And this is the Mondo Gambit 1/6 scale. I have the timed edition. This is such a great figure. I love all the interchangeable head sculpts. Love the smell of the plastic. And I mean, this is just like a figure straight out of the animated series. I mean, this guy just looks so freaking good. And there's, like I said, so many different interchangeable parts. It's a fun figure. It's a fun figure. There's just so many options on how to display him. So that's my number 9. And I had to have Gambit in here anyways. He's my favorite Marvel character. And I was like, I picked up several Gambits this year. So I was like, there's got to be one Gambit in this list.
so there's two things that are not toy related in my list. So number 8 is a comic book, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the new one. I don't know if I think I got that when I was down in your area. I don't remember now.
I think so. I think you did. Yeah. Wait, you put a comic book in this?
Yeah, I have a comic book and
Yeah,
something
bastard.
else.
All right. Go on.
That only made it because I had searched and searched and searched, and then we were at Frank and Sons, and I asked one dude, and they're like, "Oh, I don't have to go to the other booth."
Yeah, I remember. Like, yeah,
I have the first printing. I was like, "I want it right now."
I remember you were looking for that, man.
Yeah,
And I tried helping you out, and that thing was sold out everywhere. Every people that I asked. All right, so that's a comic book.
Yeah.
So my number 8, we're on number 8, right?
Yep.
Before I get into that, K Cursed, I think that's what it says, Cursed. I'm newer to collecting, and I know this may sound stupid, but why are the Mondo figures so expensive? I think it's the name and the scale, and I couldn't tell you why. I couldn't tell you why. I really can't tell you why, but I love the Mondo figures. So yeah.
Let's say they're similar to Hot Toys in a sense.
No, they're not. They are not even.
No. But as far as like scaling wise, yes.
If I had to say what they're similar to, I don't have one here. I do, but it's under a box. I would say it's those deluxe vintage figures from the 90s, Marvel, the Toy Biz, or even the ones that Marvel Legends did like 7 years ago, where they had a Wolverine, a Spider-Man. Yeah. They're similar to that, but they have a lot of them do have QC issues though. But yeah,
which I hear all the time.
So yes, almost every figure that I've opened from Mondo I've almost had a QC issue with. The Phantom of the Opera NECA figure slept on. That is a good figure. Okay, number 8. I had to include this because it has issues. It does have issues, but it's such a beast of a vehicle. The McFarlane Toys Batman Forever Batmobile. Oh, wow. It's got issues, but have you seen it open?
No.
When I went to Geekin' Out and Aesthetic One was there, he had all the Batmobiles lined up. And let me tell you something. Seeing the Batman and Robin in person looks freaking great. But when you see all of them lined up, like because I was like, I looked at the Batman Forever And I was like, is that a custom Batman Forever? And he was like, no, that's the regular one. And it's just like, it looks so different when you have them all lined up. But the Batman Forever one, it should have been a 2-seater. And the light issue and whatever. But other than that, it's a great vehicle. So that is my number 8 is the Batman Forever. So there you go.
That Batman Forever, I don't have it, but like you said, the issues with it not being a 2-seater, it definitely need to be longer because looking at the movie,
it's long already though. That's the thing. It's a big vehicle
because the way that it looks, it just looks too compact.
But let me tell you something though. So I rewatched the movie, and there is some scenes, I'm not even gonna lie now, where the light is correct.
Oh, really?
It is true. But for the most part, it looks blue.
Okay.
So it's blue, right? Yeah, blue.
It's supposed to be blue, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my number 8.
That's funny.
Yeah.
My number 7 is my Toy Biz Marvel Superheroes lot that I got from a guy through Instagram, found them on, I think, Facebook Marketplace. So he helped me get like a lot of, I won't say, there's a lot of those figures, but he got a good chunk of what I needed. And I got him for like $30 or something for, I think it was like 6 of them. And the Doctor Doom alone goes for $25.
Wait, which one is it? Oh, the Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah, that line I'm trying to finish. So yeah, the Doctor Doom goes for like 25. I think. Yeah, I spent $30 on him. So that would be my number 7.
Okay. So my number 7, I kind of cheated on this one. There's 2 of them. Same character, just different versions. And I picked up both of these last year. Both of them I owned, and they've gone up in price. Both of them have gone up in price. I think they've stayed at a high price. First one is the NECA Super Freddy. This is the Mego style one. I just got this one. I got it from Toy Depot. I've been hunting this sucker down for a good price for so long. I finally got him back in the collection. I'm keeping him on card. Part 2 to that, it's the same Freddy figure. I think you'll know this one too. The long arm Freddy Krueger that I lost a long time ago. It's my favorite NECA Freddy to this day. This is such a great figure, and it's rare now. You cannot find this guy anywhere. And if you see, I saw him usually see him sometimes at a horror convention, but that's my number 7 we're on. Yeah, these 2 right here, both NECAs, both Freddys. So I kind of cheated on that one.
Not really. I would say that counts as 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember we got that long arm one through OfferUp.
And I paid a steal on it too, especially for those 4. So
I'll count that as 1. Because I did throw in some wrenches in here. So my number 6, which is kind of funny that this happened when I came down, not expecting to find really anything at SoCal Gaming Expo. If you recall finding things at one booth when we first walked in. Well, I don't think it was the first we walked in. It might have been.
Oh, I know what it is.
Showdown Little Tokyo Laser.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Heck? Yeah, so
I forgot about that.
A lot of people may not know this. They're new to our podcast, but huge Brandon Lee fan, and my goal was to find something Crow or Brandon Lee related.
You found it right off the bat.
And damn, did I find that! And then started digging through the laserdiscs, and we were finding things that he needed or wanted and needed. So it ended up turning out to be a good start to that SoCal Gaming Expo, and I can't wait to go this year. So that'd be my number 6.
All right, my number 6. This is I do have a photo of this one. This one is one that really surprised me. That came out last year. We both were excited for this one, and it came out with 2 figures. They're not really figures, but they came out with 2 figures this scale. But they're both were great. But this one right here was probably the better. And that is the McFarlane Toys Incredible Hulk statue. This thing is a beast. It's a freaking beast. At $50, this is an amazing statue. It's an amazing sculpt, amazing everything. This is such a great figure. So that's my number 6. I was going to put Wolverine in here too, but the Hulk was the better. This is such a great, it's heavy too. So that's my number 6.
Seeing that when he first posted the photos of that, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Yeah,
Because
we
I
both
think
knew that was going to be great.
yeah, we talked about. I was like, "Oh, I really hope they do that Hulk cover of him doing that," and then he does it, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And then when I found your Wolverine, that was the first time I've seen that Hulk, and I need to buy that Hulk still. I see it time to time, and I'm like, I need to have that. That thing is so nice.
It's a great figure. Or statue.
All right. Now we're getting to our top 5. This is another wrench in this top 10. So this one actually I got from I'm trying to think, a collector and a seller on Whatnot that I become friends with. Bobby Gifts. Shout out to him. He found and bought the Crow cassette tape, and I was like, I need that. And I literally was like, this don't even put up Whatnot, just let me buy it. So I need that for the Crow collection. So that is somewhere up here. I don't even know where it's at, but that is my number 5.
All right, that's a good one. My number 5 is another 1/6 scale figure, and you'll know how excited I was when I got this one. That is the Mondo Bane. This one right here. This is just the interchangeable damn body part. This is one of the best Mondo figures. If not, it's probably the best Mondo figure that I owned until Clayface comes out. But this is such a great freaking figure. I mean, even if you can just get the basic version, obviously because the timed edition, this one's the timed edition right here. It comes with an interchangeable upper body. So this is such a fantastic figure. So I'm really happy to have this in the collection. So that is my number 5, we're on? Yeah. 5.
Yep.
Mondo, Batman the Animated Series, 1/6 scale Bane. My freaking battery is going to die on my camera, so I'm going to have to run to get it. I will do when we get to the top 3. I'll run and get my battery charger.
So this is what, number 4? So number 4.
Yeah.
You should know this one. I don't think you even know I was getting this until we showed up. So this is my number 4 right here.
Oh, yeah. I was there when you got that.
So number 4 is this giant Crow that Fonzo does not have. So if he's watching this, you don't have that. So number 1 Crow fan.
Who makes that again?
Spencer's Gifts.
Spencer, that's right. That's a good one. I remember how happy you were when you got that too.
Yeah, and you had no idea, I think, that I was getting that. So.
My number 4 is, you probably won't even know about this one. I got this one, and they only made very few items of this guy, and I got this on OfferUp. I paid a really good price on it. It's very rare. This is the Soda Toys Lord of Darkness on the chair. It's got like a glitter color to it. I mean, I don't know if the camera's even going to pick this up. The eyes glow in the dark on this guy. This is a beautiful, beautiful figure. And these old Soda Toys, Lord of Darkness, or just Soda Toys in general, are very, very hard to come by these days. And I got it for a good price, man. And it's a little dusty still from when I picked it up. I cleaned it as best as I could. This chair, though, dude, is so nice. Like the way it like just sparkles, because that's what it does exactly in the movie. So that is my number 4 we're in.
Yeah. I actually forgot you got that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how you forgot my top 2. Let me give some honorable mentions. Let me go get my computer charger before I die.
Honorable mentions. It's really. Oh, actually, you know what? Here's an honorable mention that a lot of people had in their top 10 Marvel Legends list this year. This one I did have at number. I think I had this at 10. But obviously other things overtake it. That'd be this Ghost Rider right here, the Danny Ketch. It's really good. The only issue with this is they needed to make Ghost Rider legs a little longer because he doesn't reach the bike. So that did kind of suck. And, oh, man. I don't know what other honorable mentions I have. I mean, I collect a lot of Marvel Legends, so there's probably a lot of Marvel Legends that I'm missing out on. I didn't buy a lot of comic books. I bought a lot of physical media. Hey, Flicks of Comics. Hey, nice to see you. Trying to think. As much as I kind of liked, but didn't really like the Crow. Probably the Steelbook for Walmart would be an honorable mention because the Walmart exclusive was actually pretty cool.
What are you talking about?
Some honorable mentions. I was saying like the Walmart exclusive 2024 Crow Steelbook would be an honorable mention. The movie's not the greatest, but that Steelbook's pretty freaking awesome. And I did pick up these. Let me get them out. These will be honorable mentions. Also, the Steelbooks to Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
I paid heavy price on that one, and then I got this one for $12 at Bargain Binge where I live. Just sitting there on the shelf, and I was like, "It's sealed. It's going home." And if they would have had two, I would have got one for him, but they're Deadpool, so that would be an honorable mention.
All right. What are we on? Number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. It's your turn, right?
Wait, did you do your number 4? Because I just did the Crow.
Yeah, the Sword of Lord of Darkness.
Okay. So it's your turn. Number 3.
Am I starting number 3?
Yep.
Okay, so my number 3, this one here was one that I picked up, and it's a reason why I got this, why I made my number 3. One, I'm a fan of the franchise, and I remember getting this toy for my birthday. I think I was my 10-year-old birthday. I don't remember what year it was. I got it at Book Off. I think I paid 70 or 60. It was in box, never removed. It was open, but never removed. And that's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Bandai. I'm pretty sure it was Bandai who made it back then in the 90s. Yeah. The Dragon Zord with the Green Ranger. So that's my number 3. That had to make the list. I mean, the box was perfect. The guy at the store let me open it to see if it's been messed with, and it still had plastic around it. So it was never messed with. Nothing was ever taken apart. So that's my number 3.
It just dawned on me. I think I know what your number 1 is now.
Uh-oh. He's in the chat.
Actually, Fonzo, you're number 2 because you don't have this. I know you don't have this, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is better than that Crow you picked up at Geekin' Out. Because this is actually in a box, and it actually is complete. And this one also talks. So you are number 2. Anyway.
So what's your number 2?
My number 2 actually is my number 3 because I didn't go with my number 3 yet. It's something It's something that I don't own it yet because it's your house. Something you picked up at a swap meet for me. I was like, you need to get that.
Yeah. Do you want me to get it? I have it right here.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, hold on a second.
So it's something that I've been wanting for a long, long time. He was at the swap meet. He sent me a picture, and I think I got the picture later because I was busy. And I was like, dude, you need to get that for me. It's rare. It's so hard to find. And it's that Diamond Select statue right there at the swap meet.
Yeah. Yeah, I even haggled the guy to go lower too. Here's an image of it right there. Damn light.
So awesome. I can't wait to freaking put that up.
I forgot they made this one too. I totally forgot they made this one. It's a crow like standing on a rooftop. This is a nice one. This is the nicer ones that he did. Hey, what's up, Flicks? A nicer one that Diamond did. That's your number 2.
You got that for what, 30 or 40 or something like that?
I paid even under what it even sold for.
Yeah, because I think the last sold was like $90, and I was like, you've got to get that.
Hey, we got to have you back on the show again to talk movies.
Yes.
Yeah, send me a DM what's your schedule like. Wow, no Mayfix, Daredevil, Captain America. Those are excellent. I didn't pick up any. I don't think I picked up any new Mayfix this year. I don't think I did. I know you did, right?
No, but you got me one that's sitting in your house.
Oh, that's right. The Spider-Man one. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
Didn't you get Bane?
Yeah, I did. I did get Bane, but I actually ended up selling it to a viewer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your number. Wait. We're on number 2 now, right?
2, yeah.
Okay. Am I going first for number 2?
Yep.
So do you have any kind of guess on what my number 2 is?
No, but I have a feeling I know what your number one is now.
You?
Yeah.
What's my number one? Let me see if you can guess it.
I, so you said something earlier that maybe it triggered something in my memory, and I was like, oh, that has to be number one. It has to be your Dino Riders.
I don't know. So what's my number two?
Dino Riders.
My number two. My number two. You probably forgot about this
Probably.
for number two, and that is
Oh my god,
my
yeah. I forgot.
Toy Biz Batman 89 Batcave that I got sealed from Capes and Cowl, and I unboxed
That's
it.
right.
We unboxed it on the channel. The owner opened it up for me, and I've been wanting this since I got back into collecting, and I could never find a good price, or was missing something, or somebody wanted it in a box for like $1,000, and I did not even pay that. So this is my number two. It's really good to have this one back in the collection. I did a video on it, putting it together too. So
Yeah.
that's my number two. This is I've thrown Grail pieces around, but this is a Grail piece to me, the Batcave. So that's my number
I would
two.
agree. That would be a grail piece for me too.
That's my number two.
But I thought we said there was no Batman in your top 10.
No, I said not my number one's not Batman.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's not a Batman. Okay.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
There's only been 2 Batman items in my top 10.
That's true.
Wow, and I picked up so much Batman this year.
So much Batman.
Yeah, damn.
My number two, which is a grail to me, which is way up here, which I will try to angle this so you can see it. Can you guess what it is? It's up there behind a sign. So it is the 1992 Spider-Man, Marvel Superheroes 12-inch Spider-Man.
I forgot about that, dude.
So
Damn, I
same
forgot
guy that
about
helped
that
me
one.
get the Marvel Superhero carded figures. Same guy was selling this. I tried to buy it on Whatnot from this same dude, but he wanted to charge over $90 because they wanted to charge like $40 in shipping. I'm like, dude, I live like 3 hours from you. There's no way.
Damn.
So he got that for me for under what it sells on eBay. I want to say I got that for $40, and it sells for on eBay sold before shipping for like 60, and then shipping for everyone is like 40 or $50
Damn.
because it's so big. So yeah, that right there has been something I've wanted since I was a kid. And when I opened that box, I was like giddy like a little freaking kid. Like I was so happy. It's awesome. Yeah, that is my number two. That is so awesome.
I'm gonna let you go with number one first because I'm gonna when I talk about my number one, I'm gonna be talking about it for like a good minute. You want to go
man.
first?
Damn it, was I wrong? I was wrong. Shit. All right, so my number one is another Spider-Man item.
I figured.
I wish I brought it out here, but I didn't. So that sucks. It's the Toy Biz Spider-Man movie figure that I got at the
one that you
cave.
got loose.
Yeah, loose.
Dude, I knew that was gonna. I knew that was gonna make your top 10. I didn't think it was gonna be number one, but I knew it was gonna make your top 10.
So I got that for $6.99. It was the same time, same day I got your Two-Face bust.
Right here.
Yeah. So I gotta thank Rob. He was the one. He met me there. It was the first time that I met, and we were looking through the loose figures, and he's, oh, look what I found, and I was like, what? And I was like, dude, I need that. And he's like, oh, you can have it. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, I don't need it. And $7, and like looking up on eBay, and like when I posted that, I think
people hit you up.
I had a lot of people hit me up wanting to buy it off me. So that post has 4,960 likes.
Okay, let me ask you: did I pull up that figure at all in that bag in that video where I went through the garage, the recent video with Robert? Was that in there?
That one was in there, yeah. I think that one that you pulled out was in better condition.
So okay, all right. I wonder what the price. I think the bag said $10 on the back.
Dude, that's a steal for even for $7 to steal. Loosest thing goes for way more than that. It's weird. Yeah, I can't believe that many people like this. And I had, I don't know, in the first probably like 24 hours, I went to bed and woke up. I probably had like 50 people offer me like $50 for it, and I was like, "What? Oh no, hey, that's not getting sold." Not until I can find a carded one, then I'll maybe sell it.
Cool. So my number one is
no, it's not.
no, it's not. It's not. But I will say I forgot to mention this in an honorable mention. The Dark Knight Batman. That was a great figure. But that's not my number one. Okay, so my number one. Now, I throw Grail pieces. I throw Grail a lot. But
Yeah.
this one right here was something that I owned as a kid. I have memories of playing with this as a kid. I remember watching the VHS, the first episode over and over and over and over again. I didn't remember the series a whole lot. I bought a burned copy of the series at the old Frankenson's location. And then when I watched the entire series in its entirety, I was like, this is not actually a good series. But the first like 2 episodes were really good. Carlos got me the VHS. No, he didn't give me the VHS. Sorry. I'm thinking of something else. I found the VHS several years ago. I recently picked up a comic book of it not too long ago as well. I never thought I would find this. It's hard to find this figure. The dinosaur itself is hard to find, and it goes for money. To get it to work, that's another, it's like you don't know if the thing's going to work. To find it complete is, these things break easily. Carlos already knows what I'm talking about. I had to glue pieces together because it was falling apart in my hands. And I've seen boxes go for what? Like over $1,000, right?
Oh yeah.
$2,000, $3,000, depends. I didn't get it boxed, but thanks to Toy Depot, Kevin at Toy Depot, we talked about this, I think earlier in the year or maybe the year before. But I've always, even when I've gone to conventions in the past several years, I would see this line and always be like, and I own some of the figures. I own some figures and some of the dinosaurs, and some of them are complete. But I never thought I would get this guy back in my collection. I didn't even think if I ever did, I thought I would just get the dinosaur itself. I got it back in the collection. I think it's like 95, 96% complete, maybe a little bit more. It still works, it still walks. And that is the Tycho Dino Riders Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's my number one. That's my Grail piece. That's a piece I never thought I would ever get back in my collection. And I have it. And I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to top this as far as Grails go, as far as getting figures in my, like that I used to have as a kid. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to top this. This is the ultimate pickup for me, because if you look at prices, you'll see how expensive this is. And especially even finding it with like half complete, like there's a lot of yellowing on these figures. And again, to get it complete, to get it where, it's crazy. It's just crazy to find this, especially the way I got it. That's my number one. And again, I don't think there will never be, that's the definition. I'm looking at it right now. That's the definition of a Grail piece. I've even when I got out of collecting in the late 90s, early 2000s, that was a figure I always thought about, until even when I got back into collecting and then I saw how much it was worth. And you don't see this thing anywhere. Like when was I've never seen a box one. I don't think I've ever seen a box one. I've seen them online, never seen a box one. Toy Depot had 2 or 3 of these after I bought this first one. So, but I think mine was the one that was in perfect condition, or it was near complete. So
yeah,
that's my number one.
Yeah, I remember when we first started like talking. I remember that was one of the things that you talked about when we first started talking with Dino Riders.
Yeah. I mentioned it.
Do you remember the show Dino Riders? I'm like, I remember bits of it, but I'd never really watched it. But I remember the toys. So when you told me that, and I was like looking up on eBay, like there wasn't one that was under $3,000 at the time. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And to see you get that 3 years later is pretty awesome. So I should have known that a long time ago. How did I just realize that today?
This was early on in the relationship between me and Toy Depot. And I remember like telling them, I'm a big, and I told him, and because I told him, he said he just got a collection. I said, I'm looking for Dino Riders figures. And then I said, I said, there's a piece I would love to get, my Grail piece. And I mentioned the T-Rex, and he was like, I have one. He's like, but I have so many pieces. So it took, how long did it take for me to get it
Probably.
after he said he had it? Because I was bugging him every week saying, hey, is it complete? Did you put it together yet? And then he just ended up, he didn't want to go through the pieces, and he sold me the entire box with dinosaurs, characters, complete. And he, after I talked to him, after putting it together, he saw how many hours I put in. I think I got COVID when I was putting it together. I think I was sick with COVID. So I put the thing together, and it took, I don't know how long it took, over a day. It took over a day to put it together because pieces were falling apart. I had to go look at photos online to see what pieces went together. So took a lot of love.
I'd say that was after I was down in June that he told you had that.
So it was like what, 3 months, 4 months?
Probably 4 months before you actually got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember putting it together. I remember when pieces were breaking and my heart was breaking, but there were clean breaks though. So I do have a Brontosaurus one. I got a loose one at the swap meet. I think I paid $5 for it, if I'm not mistaken. I know there's a bigger one. I've seen it at Ninja Exchange, but I don't know if I'll ever go and try to get that one. I don't know if I'll ever try to complete the line, to be honest with you. I already have a lot of dinosaurs and I already have a lot of characters. But I don't know if I'll try to complete the line. The T-Rex was just like, the show holds so much nostalgia for me, just based off of one episode. The artwork too has like that they use for the boxes and that they use for the VHS, the comic books was just like amazing. So but this T-Rex here is something, like, to be honest, like I never thought I would be able to rebuy or get again in my collection and for a cheap price. I would always think I'd have to spend like $5,000 to get it, because I would always tell myself if I bought it, I'd have to buy it in a box because of the condition. Like, you buy loose ones, they're pretty shitty. You know what I mean? And luckily mine's really good. So yeah, that's my number one. And again, I don't think there's ever going to be a grail like this for me. Like that is a grail. Like, I don't know what else would be. Like, I've gotten stuff like the Toy Biz Batmobile or Batcave I got. That was one I really wanted when I got back into collecting. But this is one that I knew I always wanted. You will never find. And it's just so expensive. So that's it. As far as childhood grails go, that's the one. How many people can say they got their childhood grail? You know?
I don't know if very many people can say that.
Yeah, I mean, there's figures that I need that I want to rebuy, but to have one like that, like, no. And I threw it in the air that year with you.
Yeah.
A few months before I even got it, or maybe a couple months. I don't know how long it was, but there it is. I got it. So
it's funny because all of 2024, like the beginning of the year, all the way to the end, well, we do these podcasts or we talk on the phone, whatever. And every time you would say something, it would come to fruition. And I was like, this is crazy. So when I came down and I found that Laserdisc, I was like, this is crazy. Because then you had said something about Super Mario Brothers, the toys. And I don't know what it was.
We were right.
And I just literally saw the corner of my eye, and I walked right over there. And you were looking at Dusty's other stuff.
Yeah.
At his booth. And I was like, hey, you need this, right? And you're all, no way.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how I saw that under all that rubble of stuff there.
Okay. But so you bring that up. So I can put the Super Mario movie figures a little there. That's one item that I want carded. That's kind of expensive. The Mario, Luigi, and their vehicle, and even the 10-inch ones that they did. And those are hard to get. It's not a grail piece like that, but those are figures that I want to get. And that's something I wanted to like jump into for pickups for 2025. Like, what are stuff that we're looking for in 2025?
So I did get this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So $2.99, and I got the DVD too, like at the same place. And those are like very expensive. It's weird. So in 2025, things you know what I'm looking for. You know what I'm looking for. I want to complete my Marvel superheroes line, and the holiest grail probably besides that Spider-Man that I wanted from childhood is the Punisher van. I used
Oh
to have that
yeah,
as a
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
It used to be $1,000 and it's been dropping in price. People have dropped it to 900. There's one on eBay that I've been watching for like 2 years. It's now dropped to 630. So I'm like, okay, it's getting more, like it's starting to drop more. So that's good. It's still expensive and it's something that I've had as a kid and I want it back. Like I will probably not take it out of the box,
Yeah.
but I want it. Like that is one of the top tier grills I've wanted since I didn't have it as a kid anymore. So that I need to get back. Obviously, there's a lot of Crow stuff that I'm missing that I need to get. There's stuff I didn't even know that was out. I think you're the one who told me about all these cult classic NECA figures. No clue those ever came out.
Yup,
So
yup.
got to
And
get those.
those jump. Speaking of that, I found some. I went to the flea market. You guys will see the video not tomorrow, but the day after. Tomorrow will be the Geeking Out haul. I found some loose. Okay, do you remember we went to the swap meet and we saw a guy where I got the Shaun of the Dead figures?
Yeah.
He had stuff light on the table. He
Yeah.
was at this other swap meet I was at, and he always has good prices. He had 3 Hellraiser figures from NECA, older ones, Chatterer, and 2 other Cenobites. Missing a lot of stuff. I asked him, I was like, how much for the 3? He's like, $100. I was like, $100? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, they're missing so much stuff. I said, this is like, they're missing a lot. They're faded. And then he was like, $80. And I'm like, nah, no. I'm like, no, thank you. I said, I appreciate the offer. I said, but that's way too high. Way too high.
Damn.
But yeah, the cult classics lines are freaking amazing. See, she like Flicks and Comics over here says she remembers those. That's what, when I got into collecting, that is the NECA stuff I picked up. So I have a lot of rare NECA figures opened. And a lot of it's like the Halloween stuff. Like I got the Michael Myers with the tombstone and with him as a younger version. I have that one. I never got the Loomis set with like the house. That was actually at Geeking Out. I got a lot of old Leatherface ones, a lot of old Freddy ones, I have some rare Hellraiser ones. There's still some quarter scale ones I need. But yeah, man, NECA, that'd be a good hunt to try to get in 2025. Wait, is that what you're going to try to do for 2025?
2025, well, that was my goal last year, was to finish Marvel superhero line. That includes all the play sets and everything too. So that's hard. They're expensive. So that's one goal for 2025 is to finish that. 2 is to finish or pick up as many Crow items that I missed out, didn't know about. So I have the one that I got on eBay for a good deal. So there's missing things. Fonzo got one of the things I want, but he got a not a very good version of it at Geeking Out. So number 1 Crow fan right here. Number 2 is Fonzo again. So that'll be another one. And probably the biggest thing of 2025, it's a hard feat to probably complete in 1 year, is the Spider-Man Classics line from Toy Biz. Like that's because I told Mike Sunday night, because he had a couple that he's holding for me. And I was like, yes, that is the next wave of thing. Like, well, I guess figures or collection. That's the next thing I want to complete. And I have a couple. So JJ sent me a Venom, which is awesome. Can't remember, someone else sent me a Daredevil, and I have a Spider-Man. So a Hobgoblin, which is awesome too. So that is 2025 is literally the year of the Crow and Spider-Man. That's going to be it. I mean, obviously there'll be other things, but that's what I'm looking to do.
Me? Well, it never ends with me.
No,
as far as Spawn is one, there's still a lot of Spawn items I need. I've actually have so much Spawn stuff. I'm almost done with some of the figures that I want as far as figures go. I think I got all the play sets and vehicles that I want. Starting new lines to finish vintage wise. Swamp Thing I'm on right now. I've connected with a few people from Geeking Out, and I'm on the road to completing the Swamp Thing line from the Kenner days. I have a lot of those figures. I don't think you know that. I have so many of those. but they're all open. So there's that. Right here, Logan said he wants to collect his vintage Star Wars line. There's still some Star Wars Power of the Force vehicles that I want to get in some play sets. I do want a Millennium Falcon. What else? What's up, Patrick? Geeking out was the event. T3 was. Again, the Super Mario line, the movie figures is a line I want to get into.
Which
I
is
want to complete. You know, a lot of you guys know I'm into the X-Men toy biz right now. I'm on a kick on that, so I'm trying to get all those. Same with the Spider-Man animated series, Batman, Kenner Batman, animated series Batman from the vintage line is stuff that I'm trying to get. Also RoboCop Kenner stuff. I have a lot of it. I want the vehicles. So there's a lot of vintage stuff that I'm still trying to get, and it's not cheap. But you guys know me. I hunt until I get good prices. Until I get good prices, I will buy it. So I can wait. I've been waiting already for a long time for a lot of things, and being patient is the name of the game.
True.
Like I've been looking for a Kenner, the Dark Knight Collection Batmobile. I found one at the swap meet. It's missing 1 or 2 pieces, and I got it for how much? $7, $5? I don't even remember anymore. Loose. Yeah. So, did you see any of the Hellboy Maker? No, I did not. And I actually own a lot of those. So there's a lot. There's a lot that I'm trying to complete. If we're talking toys, talking anything else, comic books, you guys know. Well, not you guys know. T3 knows. I am on a road right now to pick up some key issues, and that's what I'm trying to. That's exactly what I'm trying to do right now with comics. If you follow the channel, you guys know about. I don't know if it was after. It was before the pandemic. I was on a key comic run, and that's when I picked up my graded 9.8 Gambit. That's when I picked up my 9.8 Venom. I paid under $300 for it. This is right before the movie came out, and that book jumped up. I have so many other key issues. A lot of first appearances of later Spider-Man characters, and I stopped. I think during the pandemic, I kind of slowed down and went more into figures again. But I do want to go back into getting figures from or comic books now, key issues. So
yeah, got to play the long game. I was gonna say one other line that you are almost close to completing is the Ghost Rider retro.
Yes, that's enough. Well, I thought I was, but then I realized I still got to get the freaking. We saw them at the gaming expo, the ones on the bikes.
Yeah,
I have not seen those in person since I don't know how. I should have freaking bought them there. But I'm on the hunt for those.
Yeah, but that guy wanted way too much for him. He wasn't coming down. We tried.
Yeah. Didn't I just pick up one with the ones with that you pull the zip tie on? I feel like I did, right?
Yeah.
Who was it? Vengeance? I don't remember. Was it Blaze? I don't remember which one it was.
I want to sue.
Trying to turn my rare sport cards into comic rail. Hulk 181. I just saw Hulk 180 yesterday at the flea market. You guys will see it in the video coming up in a couple days. I have some Tom Brady rookie cards.
Yeah, that's a good
comic rail. You should, man. I mean, let's see. What about Transformers animated toys? What about you, Carlos? I don't do Transformers, so
my son does. I feel like all the Transformers look the same after a while for me. So
to me, they do.
I'm like, no.
So let me.
I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna put this bad boy back.
2025. I know I have a Mondo Spider-Man animated series on order. It got pushed back to like March.
I saw that,
and I was like, "What the hell?" Because everyone's already got them, so they got those from Mondo, so it's fine. That one I'm definitely looking forward to.
No rush on the Mondo stuff.
Yeah. Pretty much all the Marvel Legends recently that they've announced, like that No Way Home Electro, the Lizard. Like, I'm a big Marvel Legends fan. That's my number one for everything. So I'll always look forward to Marvel Legends, regardless if some of them aren't the greatest. So I'm a completist when it comes to those. So I'm always going to be hunting those. But vintage stuff like Spider-Man classics, like I just showed, Marvel superheroes from 91 to 92. Those are like the two biggest things I want to try to complete by the end of the year. And the Crow stuff is just going to be ongoing, kind of like the Batman stuff for you. It's just an ongoing thing because there's things that like
there's just more Batman stuff.
Yeah. There's more Batman stuff, and then there's old Crow stuff like I remember, but I never had an opportunity to buy. Like I have a bust. There's a ton of statues that I want to buy, but I just don't have room for that stuff. So I have to sell stuff to buy stuff. So
I will.
is it.
I will say though, I'm more on a vintage T-shirt kick right now too. I do want to pick up some more vintage shirts as much as I can, whether it's comic books or band T-shirts. So that's another thing I'm into right now.
And the one other thing that you still haven't completed is your Korn album, your vinyl collection.
Yeah, you know what? But I haven't. I have opportunities, bro.
No,
I'm just not on the like the hunt for it. Really, I can get the first album and second album easily down the street, but
they're easy.
It's a waiting game. I'm in no rush to get those right now. I'd rather get like tougher things. Like I have those Korn dolls that are rare. Remember, I got those on Ofra for freaking cheap. I got those. The whole set got them so cheap. I think one figure alone goes for over 100, and I paid way under that for the set. So
it's funny. I only brought up Korn because today, when I was at the record store, when I was sending the video of all the laser discs, and I was about to leave, and I started looking at the wall. This record shop has a first printing of Follow the Leader for $300. First printing, I was like, holy shit.
I would love to get for Korn. I would love to get cassette tapes. And I would love to get, if I could, which is a lot of money, I would love to get their demo tape. I have a reissue of it, but I would love to get their demo tape, which is Needmeyer Mines, I think how you pronounced it. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to mention that I need to complete, dude. And this is a big one too. It's a big one. It's not, I don't need to complete everything that they've made, but I still need to get the first 65 of Goosebumps.
Yeah. And you're how many away?
I'm missing. I went to the flea market. You guys will see the episode. I left one there that I freaking needed, but I picked up two that I didn't have. But it's not a rare one. But I think I need maybe 5 more. Dang. I think I'm almost there through the 1 through 65. And then for the VHS on these ones, I just need one more, and that's Welcome to Terror Tower. So yeah. Fonzo says he's got 2 Crow posters coming. I got 1 coming. Love Geeking Out. Geeking Out was awesome, man. Geeking Out was awesome.
Yeah. That reminds me of Geeking Out. So pay attention to Toy Depot's Instagram. They'll be announcing another one in probably May. They'll probably announce the next one. I wouldn't say by May. What was I going to say? Tokyo Gaming Expo is coming up in June.
I can't wait for that, man. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for that one.
Also,
WonderCon, McFarlane's going to be there again.
Well, when's WonderCon?
It's in April, I think.
Oh, because that's the other thing I'll be looking forward to is if we got our press passes for San Diego Comic-Con, which also includes WonderCon, so that's actually
if
cool.
It doesn't, I'm buying my ticket regardless. But I gotta meet McFarlane again. I'm gonna fanboy out and get like if I could get 2 things signed, because I would have Robert go with me again and have him hold something. If not, maybe Brad. I would get my Santa Cruz skateboard signed, the one I just got, because that's rare, dude. I would get that signed, and it's really hard. Oh, it's in March. It's really hard to figure out like what else to get because McFarlane's done so many iconic things, covers. Like I have Venom's first appearance, but I don't want to break it open. I don't know. I mean, maybe one of the homage covers, that would be a cool one. You know, those are not easy to come by. Maybe a Spider-Man cover. I don't know, dude. The Follow the Leader album cover. I don't know. My Spawn movie poster. There's just so much stuff I can get McFarlane to sign.
I think it has to be something that he probably hasn't signed or seen in a long time. So that skateboard would probably be definitely number 1.
Yeah, that made the list as soon as I got it.
Oh yeah, and I wonder how many
Batman
Follow the Leader album covers he signs.
I don't probably a lot. Doesn't she have a first Hulk appearance that she said she won or something?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
right. Don't you have a first Hulk appearance? I had that Batman cover, which is 323, I think, or 223. I forgot the number, and it got ruined. It got freaking ruined. The
Damn.
skateboard for sure. Yeah, Fonzo says just like when I got the Jim Lee skateboard signed, that the
Oh yeah.
X-Men Huff board. Look, she has it, man.
Yeah.
That's freaking sick. I'm jealous of that one. I'm jealous of that one.
So much stuff. So much
What
stuff.
what in my collection would you want that I can trade you with?
She's
Maybe a
all your
Batman,
stuff.
maybe a Batman Forever McFarlane Batmobile? Oh man, she's lucky to got it in the mystery box. Todd signed my Follow the Leader album. Damn.
Wait, what did you get from that one shop that you had all that Spawn stuff? What did you get in there that you would think that he probably hasn't signed in a long time?
It was all toys.
Oh, that little standing thing.
I got the little standee.
Yeah.
And then I got a rare Spawn shirt. And I'm going back to, I talked to the owner because I saw him at Geeking Out of the comic shop, and he's going to hold some stuff for me poster wise, 2 posters. But I wouldn't get, I don't know. I know people for the most part, when they go to get something signed, they go to get something that's valuable. Right. Like, oh, I got to get this cover because this is a famous cover. I'm not like that, dude. When I met fucking McFarlane, I got my Laserdisc Spawn signed. You know what I mean? Like I love the movie. I love Spawn. That's the first thing that went through my head. I had Follow the Leader in my backpack, but I forgot to tell Robert to take it out to get it signed. But it's like I would totally get something not obvious that people would get signed.
Yeah. So, because most people are going to get Spawn #1, they're going to get Venom, they're going to get Spider-Man #1, they're going to get anything that is literally in the last 20 years.
Okay. So I do have something that okay, this might make the list actually, other than the skateboard. And let me move your crow statue out of the way here, and I'll show you really quick.
That's right, Fonzo, my crow statue.
Now,
mad I miss geeking out. God.
I got this book recently with poster intact, and I took this poster out carefully because I want to get it framed. But this is something I would love McFarlane to sign.
Dang.
Wizard Magazine #1 poster.
I can't believe you got that out that clean. Jeez.
Bro, there's no tears in it. It's perfect.
I have told you, I'm like, that is going to be so hard to get out clean.
And I took it out. So this right here.
I would get that signed.
I think this would be it. Because Wizard Magazine has so much nostalgia for me, and this is where I got all my comic news. Yeah. So I think it would be this and the skateboard. So both, so Spider-Man and Spawn related.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I would get the book signed, but I think this is better for me because I can frame it. I mean, I can frame the book too, but this is a poster, man. This is I think this is going to be the one.
I would agree. Yeah, I used to have, I think, I had issue 1 all the way to in the hundreds. And then when I moved from my old house into the house I'm in now, my wife told me to get rid of them because she was tired of moving 100+ Wizard magazines that were in our closet. I regret throwing all those away now, but I do have all the cards still. So,
because I have a Todd Halloween 2018 poster. That's awesome, man. I saw the Steelbook recently at Book Off. I think that would be good, especially for you, Fonzo, because you're a horror guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're a Michael Myers fan. I think for you, that would be awesome. Wizard Magazine was great back in the day. Hell yeah. I am 40 years old. So I was right there when I remember picking up Wizard #1, #2, #3. I remember having those as a kid. So that was a goal of mine. Remember to get Wizard #1. Yeah. That was another book that is not easy to come by. And not only that, to get it in as clean as a condition I did with the poster intact was pretty crazy. And I got it for a good price.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look it up now. I feel like that was always very, very expensive.
At one point, the book was going for over $100, like maybe 150, 160. And a lot of times when you get it, and that's not sealed either. And sometimes it doesn't have the poster intact, or the poster's already been taken out and they put it back in. So I lost patience at geeking out. I left early because it was way too packed. Yeah, Ruben, dude, I was telling Carlos this. You guys will, tomorrow's going to be my haul video, so you're going to get my experience. So I worked the ticket booth for the first 2 hours. And when me and Brad were done, we got to go into the floor. And I put my camera, we went to the bathroom. I put my camera harness on because I was going to use a POV shot. And let me tell you, man, I could not walk around with that thing on. And nonetheless, I couldn't even just walk around. It was so packed. I mean, Fonzo was there. He knows how it was. You couldn't even look into booths. I tried getting into booths. I couldn't get in there. So, but I had fun, man. I actually have a letter Todd McFarlane with his autograph. Apparently, I sent him a drawing, or my parents did, and he sent me a Xerox copy drawing of Spawn #1 without the dialogue. Dude, do you still have that?
That's awesome.
That is insane. That's something that I would totally cherish. It was crazy. It was awesome, though. I can't believe you left, though, man. They are planning on going bigger, so just keep that in mind. I would love to see that. You should. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, or if you have an Instagram. I would love to see that. Damn, that's cool, man. It was really packed, and you had to wait your turn to look at event. Dude, it was true, bro. Like towards a little bit towards before I left is when it started to die down. I was able to look into the booths, but a lot of the stuff that I wanted to look at or wanted to think about buying was gone. Oh, I saw the Kubricks there too. I think you saw in the video.
Yeah,
I got to see the whole Kubricks there.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of people DM me, and a lot of people send me like photos of things, and I was just like, so mad I couldn't be there. But it is what it is. You know, family is a little bit more important, so it is what it is. There's always the next time.
Says in the storage, but safe. Got to dig it out. I would frame that sucker, man.
Hell yeah, I would frame that too.
Yeah, so 2025. That's there's a lot of lines that I want to complete vintage wise. As far as like new stuff goes, I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm curious to see what McFarlane brings to the table for the Marvel statues and his movie line, or the movie lines for DC. And Hot Toys and Mondo and Trick or Treat Studios. So those are some stuff that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, speaking of the other things I just remembered is the Trick or Treat Studio. Yeah, Chromass, both James O'Barr and the Brandon Lee one.
They look great.
Out in March, I think I said. They're like $40, so not going to be expensive. Pretty damn cool.
Yeah. You think you'll get two of them or just one?
Probably just one of each. I mean, I don't really need two. We'll see. We'll see. When I order them and get them, it might be a different story. I'll probably be like, I should have got another one. Yeah, I'm with her. Can't wait for the 2025 popcorn buckets. I am looking forward to actually being able to do more things, like more cons. I'll be going to one on Sunday. That'll be fun. Since I missed out on Geeking Out, I'm excited to hopefully go to Comic-Con for the first time ever. If we get press passes, I'm excited for SoCal Gaming Expo because I know we're getting into that. I'm excited for Geeking Out. And I think that might be it.
Dude, McFarlane eyeing the Marvel Select line. That's perfect that's perfect for McFarlane.
That would make more sense. Oh, yeah. Because Diamond's bankruptcy.
Yeah. Are they really?
You didn't know that?
I mean, I figured because they ain't doing crap anymore, and that line died a long time ago.
Yeah, so Diamond Distributors, which is the one who does all the comic books, filed for bankruptcy protection. They do all those action figures, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, Steve. Speaking of, I want to know what your top 5 movies was for 2024. Can you put it in the comments? I would like to know for Flicks and Comics. 2-pack jumpsuit Riddler from Batman Forever. I got a chance coming in the mail. I got the 2-pack jumpsuit Riddler. 2-pack jumpsuit Riddler. Is that the one with Two-Face? I'm excited for the Maximum Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Yeah, that Spider-Man actually looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. After geeking out, I went to Fat Collectibles. They have some awesome Batman animated series, Batmobile. Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm cool with one of the guys there, and he sent me a message, asked me if I was interested in it, but I don't need it because I have various Batmobiles already, and it's a statue, but it's still freaking awesome. But I just don't need it. It would be cool to have, though. It would be cool to have because I still think, other than the Kenner ones, the ultimate Batman animated Batmobile is the DC Collectibles Batmobile.
That's nice. Let me ask you this: what movies you're looking forward to this year?
Me?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I couldn't even tell you because I don't remember crap. Dude, I don't even know what's coming out. I forget. I don't even remember what's coming out, bro. Oh, no, that's a show. I was it. Welcome to Derry. I'm actually looking forward to, is it Monkey Shines?
Oh, Monkey? Yeah.
Yeah, Monkey. There you go. Yeah, that one. Yeah, definitely.
So I did find out that movie is a direct sequel to the original.
Oh, it's a sequel.
Yeah, because there's a new trailer just came out, and I was like, oh, now I get it. Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to that now.
Oh, I think Novocaine. Is that the name of the movie? That's another one I'm looking forward to watching.
With Dennis Quaid's son, Jack Quaid. Yeah. That movie looks interesting. I can't believe you forgot this movie's coming out, Frankenstein, with Christian Bale.
Oh, yeah, that one I do want to check out too. But like, I don't know what's got me like super excited. I don't know if there's anything that has me like really, really excited. Superman probably is one that I'm super hyped for because we need a good Superman movie.
I'm pretty, I'm iffy. I'm 50-50 Superman. It looks good, but
I'm just hoping for the best.
Me too. I mean, growing up with the Reeve era, that's what I grew up. That was my Superman. And then we had Cavill, which was a good Superman. So this transition into this younger guy, which I think he looks like a young Christopher Reeve. So
he looks like a young Christopher Reeve and a young Henry Cavill.
Yeah. So I have high hopes. I just hope it don't go in like overhyped and it lets me down.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like you don't think this movie looks good, but a lot of people are actually more hyped for this than they are Captain America: Brave New World, Thunderbolts. That movie just looks fun.
I mentioned to you when I watched Wolfman that I saw the trailer and I actually enjoyed it. I just cannot stand that lead actress.
Yeah, I know.
I can't stand her, man. She kind of ruined it for me, and I'm like very iffy on the MCU right now. But when I saw the trailer for Thunderbolts, I thought I was like, okay, this seems good. It seems enjoyable, but that girl just never liked her in Black Widow either. So I don't care for it. Captain America, I'm hoping is good, but I feel like it's not going to be. Oh, that's right. 28 years later. Is that this year?
Yeah, I was like,
oh yeah, God, that's my number one. That's my number one right there. But Captain America, I'm hoping, but I doubt it's going to be good. Fantastic Four, I'm hoping. Again, I just don't trust the MCU. I just don't trust the MCU. Hey, Kiwi. The MCU's just let me down so much for lots of different reasons. So
one movie that I didn't have, I didn't really. I've seen a teaser trailer for this movie, and I was just like, eh. And then the actual trailer came out. It was Mickey 17 with Pattinson.
Oh yes, that one looks so good. Movie
I'm looking forward to. Like,
I forgot to tell you, I saw the new trailer for that one. That would look so good. That's on my list too. That's on my list too.
Yeah, it seems so strange, but I'm like, this movie's gonna be good.
Yeah, I love movies like that though, man. So, oh, here we go. She got it. Long Legs, Late Night with the Devil, and A Violent Nature, Terrifier 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. Wow, a lot of the stuff that you put on your top, other than Violent Nature and Terrifier.
Yeah, I didn't like either one of the Terrifier movies, so. But
I will agree. It was a good year for horror.
It was a good year for horror. Yeah,
but wow, you didn't like Nosferatu? And did you watch Wolfman? Huh?
I was gonna say you haven't watched Long Legs yet.
I haven't watched Long Legs yet. No, I got to watch it, man. I'm a Nicolas Cage fan too.
It's so good. That
Yeah,
movie is such a mind fuck too. I was just like, what is going on?
I still want to watch In a Violent Nature too, and I haven't seen that one yet.
I just saw that at Walmart like a few weeks ago. I'm like, oh, this came out.
I didn't even know there was a physical media. She said I did, but probably number
Wow,
6.
number 6.
Wow.
It's not
Megan
enough.
2.0. I'm good on Megan.
I'll probably see it.
I saw that Netflix one about the AI.
Oh yeah, with Megan Fox.
No, Megan
Terrible.
Fox is in it?
Yeah.
No, it's the guy with Harold and Kumar. Was that the name?
Oh, you're talking about AI. That movie AI.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
How
It
was
was
that? I didn't watch it.
It was all right.
I was gonna say it's the one with Megan Fox I watched, and it was like a Megan ripoff, but rated R.
I do agree it was a good year for horror. But I feel like Nosferatu took it back.
Oh yeah.
And I liked Wolfman.
I like Wolfman too.
I'm trying to think of what other horror movies. Huh?
I actually told him, I texted him, like, I don't think you're gonna like Wolfman because I was already watching it and got out. I think when you were watching it, dude, I love that movie. I was like,
Yeah,
so surprised. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna like this.
I haven't seen Platform yet.
So
No, I don't even know what that is. I haven't heard of it.
I haven't seen that either. Platform.
I'll tell you one thing that's going to die out very fast. The Scream franchise.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you why horror is probably going to take a slight turn. Once the Wayans brothers come back with Scary Movie, they're going to be making fun of everything.
Oh yeah.
And damn well they're going to just and they don't really hold back. So they're going to make you see like how horror is nowadays.
So let me see. So there's a couple horror movies that have come out, I think, earlier in the year, the next few months. So there's that movie called Companion with Jack Quaid.
Oh yeah,
it's AI. I think it's
the first trailer was so deceiving.
Yeah, that movie still looks good.
Yeah, it still looks good. It's the trailer. It's another AI movie. It still looks good.
And then that movie called Heart Eyes, which looks so bloody.
Is that the one where they relive?
No, that one I want to see too.
That one caught my interest. That one did catch my interest a little bit.
That one's supposed to be based off a PlayStation game.
What the hell? It's probably going to suck then.
No, that movie Heart Eyes, I feel like every trailer I've watched, I feel like they've shown everything at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies like that, man.
Kills. But I was like, dude, this still looks cool. I still want.
You know what movie did that? The Crow.
Oh, yeah.
The Crow. There, you know what other movie I feel like did that too? The new I saw the trailer. I don't know what the last movie I saw before. Oh, Nosferatu. The trailer with the guy who played the singer Queen, Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
he has like a thriller. Yeah, he has a thriller movie coming out. Did you see the trailer for that?
Yeah, I saw the
Bro,
trailer.
that trailer, like I felt like I saw the movie.
Yeah, it's not even that long of a trailer either.
I felt like I saw the beginning, the mid, and the end of the freaking film, dude. I was like, wow. Yeah, some trailers, I feel like they do that when they know a movie's not going to be good.
That because they want to build hype for people to go see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie
I will probably wait to see that.
Go back and watch 90s movie trailers or even 2000s. It's not like how it is nowadays.
No, they give away almost everything. New stuff.
Yeah, and then I remember I don't know if you remember this, like in a lot of trailers, I think they did it on some Batman ones too. It goes into music and then it stops and then cuts back into music and then it stops. And it's like a weird editing that they did it. It was so bad, but so good at the same time.
Yeah, there's a whole list of the movies that come out this year that I looked at. There's a lot of them that I forgot were filming. Yeah. One was Frankenstein, so I'm looking forward to that.
I saw some of it already. I haven't finished it yet. I do want to watch it.
Wait, what did you watch?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on Prime. I have a lot of add-ons though, so I don't know if that's part of it. So.
It is.
You guys play with your toys? No, I don't. If I knew how to pose, I probably might mess with posing, but I don't play with my toys.
I
I
do
want I want to sometimes in the shower.
like a kid. I wouldn't say I play with them, but when I open them, like this Red Hulk, I will mess around with them, take pictures, but yeah, I don't play with them.
He plays with himself.
That is not true. I don't do that anymore. I'm an adult.
That Hulk figure, I don't know who the hell it's trying to be from Captain America, man, because it's like Mark Ruffalo and then it's somebody else.
Yeah, but you got to understand, this whole movie since come out last year, these toys have been sitting in a warehouse.
That could be true.
That's before they even like knew that Harrison Ford was going to be in the movie, I think. So this is their alternate way of doing it, I guess. I don't know. But it is a whole new mold, and it is actually pretty freaking cool, especially with this angry face, which they don't ever do an angry face. So that's cool.
They don't? Oh, you might be right. Are you sure about that?
So that one that you got from Target, which I got like a year before, that one does, but a lot of the Hulk, like Red Hulk stuff they've done, it doesn't come with an angry face. It's just like a muted face and no expression.
It makes no sense to get a Hulk figure where he just looks like lifeless.
Yeah, I'm like, so when I seen this finally in person when I got it, I was like, okay, this looks all right. And then taking it out, and I was like, all right, this is actually pretty cool. It's a lot better.
You know what Hulk figures? Okay, so like my ideal Hulk head sculpts, I think they should have 3. I think they need to have an angry face, a screaming face, or a yelling face, or something like that, and then like a face like he would always do in the animated series, like when he saw somebody innocent, he had like a sad, pouty face, like something like that. You need those 3 head sculpts.
So that was the one that came on it, which is the one you see in the store. Ruffalo, much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think every Hulk figure should come with 3. It also should come with more than 1 pair of hand sculpts or whatever. I mean, this is my only issue with this. So you got, check this out. So you have this big giant open hand.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then you look at this, and it looks like he has this tiny ass fist.
I was just gonna say that. Why does the other hand look oversized?
Dude,
so it is oversized?
I feel like it is. I feel like this is just the only issue is that's why I had it this way. So you got his tiny fist. Look at this freaking forearm. His forearm should not be bigger than his fist. His fist should be bigger.
That's weird, dude.
So
I wonder if it was a sculptor from McFarlane Toys that went over to Marvel Legends.
It's a quite a possibility.
Dude, what the hell is this? Diamond Select is doing a Venom diorama?
I had no idea about that, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Explain. I saw some more Falcons sitting today. Both versions, Captain America and Falcon.
So as the only issue I have is this doesn't, like, this is it. It just points down, so that sucks. But the head sculpt is Anthony Mackie. Like, they've really scanned his face. So
the only Anthony Mackie toy I want is Papa Doc.
You could just probably make this into Papa Doc.
No, I want Papa Doc.
Do they have a Papa Doc?
I want there to be an Avengers Doomsday or whatever the hell they're calling it. I want a variant of Anthony Mackie in rapper form named Clarence coming out, and his weapon is freestyling.
Let that motherfucker.
What does he say? He's like, let that motherfucker go first.
Yeah.
I think he says that, or let that piece of shit go first. His real name is Clarence, and he lives with his parents.
Yes. Deflex 1. I do not collect statues, but
yes, you do. You got the Crow one.
Well, I have a bust up
and
here,
you got the Diamond Select,
and I have this one, and then I have the one that he got me. So I'm starting to get into them. I just don't have room, but I do want the Sideshow. How big is that Sideshow one?
I think 18 to 20 inches, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, that one I want. I know Fonzo doesn't have it either.
I'm very excited for the It series, and I found out a couple of weeks ago. I told Carlos that each season is going to be in a different decade, which is freaking insane. Awesome. Yeah, I'm so hyped for that. I'm really hyped for it. I just hope it's done well. I really, really do.
That
So you
comes
guys know I'm a
out.
huge Pennywise fan. I got my Trick or Treat Studios one sitting right here, that freaking massive one. It's creepy when you look at it. So
Yeah, it's pretty.
yeah, I read that it's gonna be in a set. I think it's, what did I tell you, Carlos? The first one's in the 60s, and then it goes into the 40s and then the 20s or something like that. So that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, he said it was to start out. I think he said the '60s, and then said start going backwards. And I was like, oh, that
We
might be
gotta have
true.
we're gonna have Fonzo on the show one day so we can settle this and see who has the best crow
Oh, he
merchandise.
definitely does. I met Brantley, so I'm good. I'm content.
I've never had I don't have the half scale, but I do own the busts that go onto the head sculpt. I had a chance to buy it, but it was a little expensive. But I have the busts right here. You can see there's two of them, and these are super rare. I think they're under 200 made.
Yeah, and actually seeing those in person for the first time last June was, yeah, those things are pretty fucking scary looking.
Yeah, they're gorgeous pieces, man. Just super nice. I don't collect Mythic Legions. I think they look great. It's just not my style.
Yeah, I'm not into those either. I'm not in. I'm not into knights and stuff like that. Lord of the Rings, that's a whole different story.
Meeting Brandon Lee is the biggest flex.
That's true. So I win. I know Fonzo was like, "Oh, you don't have any proof." I'm like, "I don't, but my uncle has it, and I don't talk to him because he's a douchebag." So if I end up talking to him again, I will try to get that picture for him.
That's true. There is no proof.
I know it sucks.
Huh.
You guys into
Well,
gaming?
No, not really.
I used to.
Vintage gaming I am. So,
Which reminds me, speaking of gaming, you still need to spawn that Super NES game.
I have it.
Wait, what was it? The Sega CD one, or
I
there's
think
one that
it's
you don't
Sega CD or Xbox or PlayStation, one or the other. Oh, PlayStation definitely, but I think PlayStation 2 is another one. I saw one recently at Geeking Out, and I told Fonzo this. I think I told you this too. It was the same seller that I went to on Friday, and I asked him, I'm like, "Oh, hey, you have a Day of the Dead
have. Oh, that.
VHS?" And he was like, "I was like, oh, how much is it? They'll be on sale tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh." He came off kind of dicky though, and I was like, "All right, man, whatever." But he was nice the next day. He was totally nice the next day. But he had the arm spawn. I think it was called Armageddon, the PS2 one. So
And that that reminds me. When you talk about putting things out into the universe. We were literally just talking about this one item, probably like 3 weeks ago. And I wonder if you remember if this brings back any memories of us talking on the phone.
I can hear you. You can tell. Go ahead.
Talking on the phone, and then I walk into my local record shop, and I'm like,
"Oh, you found Street Fighter."
Yeah, on Sega
Sega CD.
CD.
Sega CD, yeah.
No book, and he literally just talked about it, and then I was like,
Yep,
no,
he found it. He found it.
But he wanted like $60. I'm like, without the book, come on. Ugh.
DL, how do you say that? Is it Deflex Zone? Deflex One. So I own a Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Sega Genesis, PS1, as far as retros go, and an N64.
You don't have an NES?
Not a vintage one. That remember I told you I had chances to get it, but that's like the least of the ones that I want. I'll get it eventually. But that's it. I am gonna get I think an Xbox original, and I might go into PS2. I do want a Dreamcast, and I do want to get the Sega CD attachment. So I'm finally playing Arkham Knight. That's a great game.
Dreamcast is my thing, dude. I love that system.
I never owned Dreamcast. I never even owned the N64. But the main reason why I wanted an N64, I played it at a neighbor's house as a kid. And I remember playing GoldenEye. But during that time, I told you this, I was such a Star Wars fan in the 90s. I bought the strategy guide for Shadows of the Empire. and I would just look at the freaking strategy guide, and in my mind I was like playing it. You know what I mean? Like I was playing it, looking through pages. I read the book Shadows of the Empire. That's where I fell in love with Dash Rendar. So when I got into the vintage collecting, the first thing I went through my head was like, I gotta get an N64 and I gotta get Shadows of the Empire. And I played it. It's a fun game. So that's yeah. GoldenEye was the best.
I think I never had it in 64 or a Super Nintendo, but I did.
Super Nintendo's awesome.
And I always played on the N64 when I lived in Oregon. My cousin had it. I played GoldenEye all the time and Turok. Those were like the two games.
Oh God, Turok.
I played all the time. They were fun.
Yeah. Those were some fun games, man.
Oh,
the last console I got that I can say where I stopped becoming like really into games was PlayStation 1.
Oh, I used to have that too.
Yeah, that was like the last. I got out of it after that, and then when my oldest son got into Xbox, that's when I bought like Xbox and I would play games with him. But I still have Shadows of the Empire figures and ships. I have the figures. I have Dash Rendar's Outrider. So excuse me. So I do have some of the Shadows of the Empire toys. I think I have all of them actually. I stopped after N64.
Speaking of that, Alonzo, I just played that because I bought the PlayStation 4 compilation, whatever they call that, collection.
Yeah.
That is so fun, dude. I told you that I finally beat the Punisher that was on Sega.
Yeah.
That was like a lifelong thing to remember playing that as a kid. It was so hard. I died, I don't know how many times recently trying to kill Kingpin, but I finally
have we talked about like what our favorite game is growing up?
No, because I couldn't even tell you my favorite game.
I could tell you mine easily. I don't know if I bought it sealed and I got it for a good price for Super Nintendo. Okay, so Mortal Kombat is my favorite fighting game, hands down. And I hold a lot of nostalgia for that. But my favorite game of all time, and trust me, I love a lot of games, man, for Super Nintendo, for Nintendo, for Sega Genesis, but it's Zelda Link to the Past. That is my favorite game. That's my favorite game. I rebought the strategy guide. I rebought the game sealed. So,
I mean, I don't play a lot of video games, but I only play one usually game a year, and it's Madden, and that's the one game I didn't play this year. So
I remember playing Madden. I played Madden 98 and 97, I remember.
Yeah, those are the only games I really played, but man, playing that Marvel collection thing, I was like, it brought back so many childhood memories. Awesome.
Yeah, that's how it was when I got the half console thing, the half cabinet, that Marvel. Yeah, that was fun playing, dude. I hadn't played a lot of those games since I was a kid. That's why I got the Mortal Kombat Arcade 1-up, because that's like a memory to me, man. Mortal Kombat was such a big impact, made such a big impact in my life.
I remember going to it used to be called the Gold Mine here in our mall. I used to play that. So Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter were next to each other right when you walked in, and there'd be lines, and my friends and I would stay there all day long to play Mortal Kombat. We'd have our quarters up, ready to go. Yeah. So
it's crazy though, like when you think about who had the better game, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat.
I liked Mortal Kombat probably more, just because
fatalities, the blood,
they use
animalities,
people in
it. Yeah. I love the first three of Mortal Kombat. I don't know what's my favorite. I love part 1. Part 2 might be my favorite, but Street Fighter has like a great soundtrack.
Yes, it does.
And it's still a fun game too, though. Killer Instinct was a fun game too. And if we're getting into other fighting games, there was Clay Fighter. There was Primal Rage was another good one.
That era was just literally all fighting games. And the one thing I remember, Killer Instinct coming out was an exclusive to SNES. And I used to rent out all the time with the video store I worked at. But it just got boring, unlike Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Like Killer Instinct got boring.
Yeah, Killer Instinct, it did. It was still fun though, but I actually own it for Super Nintendo. So yeah, I got a lot of the games. So I mentioned it before, when I get this toy room up and running, I'm going to buy a old school television with I have a VHS player, and then I want to put all my consoles connected to it and start playing games in here. Virtual Fighter, I don't know if I ever played that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that game.
Yeah, I forgot about that one too. I don't know if I ever played that one. Tekken, I would never really played a lot as a kid. I played it when I was older.
Oh yeah, Deflex 1. Fatal Fury used to play at the grocery store by my house. I used to play that all the time too. That was a fun game.
Yeah, I find the games back then a little more entertaining than now.
But yeah, because I feel like all the new games they make, they have a big budget, like kind of like a movie where they spend $100 million on a game, and it's like super short. And like, I remember buying games on my Xbox, like not Halo, but something that's similar to that. Beating it, and I'm like, that was it. I spent $70 on this game, and it ended. I beat this game in like an hour. This sucks. I think that's why I started getting away from video games.
Became stressful. You know what was another fun game for me that's up there and like one of my top favorite games? I would put Sonic up there, but Donkey Kong Country beats it.
Donkey Kong Country. I didn't really play that game, I don't think.
I forgot 7-Eleven.
I played a lot of Sonic though. Holy crap.
Yeah, Sonic was fun. Do you remember the Mortal Kombat commercials? For 1 and 2? 1 had the one where all the kids were running into the streets. That's where the original like Mortal Kombat. And then we had Mortal Kombat 2, which looked like a damn movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was an amazing commercial too. They're a time suck too. They are a time suck too. Huh?
Video games are a time suck. I get it. Yeah.
If I had to pick arcades out of my childhood, it would have been the Teenage Mutant. Yes.
Oh yes.
Don't forget about the Marvel one too.
Yeah, the Marvel one and the X-Men one.
The X-Men one's the one I'm talking about. Those three are the ones that I played at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, those were the 3. Simpsons was so much fun. Oh man, the good times. They do eat up time. You know what? Even though I always played games as a kid, I never spent a day how kids do now. Kids will stay in their room all weekend. I was never able to do that. I needed to go outside and play.
Yeah.
Beat 'em ups.
Thinking about it, yeah, I think Mortal Kombat 2 was probably my favorite fighting game.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 is awesome. I remember like seeing Shao Kahn and Kentaro for the first time. I was like, whoa. I remember when they would come into intro and Kentaro would smash the Acclaim logo.
That was awesome. Mortal Kombat 2 was with Reptile. That was the first time Reptile.
Yeah, Reptile. He was actually a hidden character in Mortal Kombat 1, but it was the first time to play him. Noob Sabat was like the hidden character. Yeah, that was so much fun. Part 2 was so much fun. 3 was good too. I really liked part 3. I have Streets of Rage actually. I do have it for Sega, I believe.
I think after 3 is when Mortal Kombat kind of went down.
Oh yeah, the TMNT one too. Wait, did we say that one already? Yeah. Did we put that in the 3?
TMNT, yeah, TMNT side scrolling.
Yeah, TMNT, Simpsons, Marvel, or the X-Men. Those were the 3.
Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character? I think mine was probably Scorpion.
I always loved Reptile and Liu Kang.
Mine was always Scorpion or Johnny Cage.
Oh, Golden Axe was good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 3 did have better combos, and they had so much more. Like, I loved the animalities, the babalities, the friendships. That was so much fun. I like the new games now, but you know what bugs me is they show you the fatalities now. You know what I mean? Like when you watch trailers, they show you the fatalities for the characters. Like I miss back in the days, you either had to have like a strategy guide or figure it out on your own.
You had to figure that out back then.
Like I still think they're awesome, but it's just like I miss how it was back then. It's like a spoiler now. That was the whole thing about the original games. But I'm just a grumpy old man.
X-Men, the old Sega X-Men game. I used to play the shit out of that game.
Were you a wrestling right here?
In the 90s, yes, I was a wrestling fan. Probably in the 80s too, when I was young. Sting's Crow gimmick. He just did it because it was popular. Though it's funny because there was a whole thing about how he had no idea what that people were talking about, and then he started doing it. So it's kind of funny.
You and MK9 let you guess the fatality and reveal it by surprise.
That is true. Yeah, they are. That's right, deflex. So some of the moves in the new games are fatality, which I think sucks.
Some of the moves are fatalities. No. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I did like the what was it? The Injustice? Was that what it was? The DC one? That was fun, man. Speaking of old man, I got to split. Got to get up early. Yeah, man. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, I got to get out. I got to work tomorrow too, man. We should end this.
Me too. I have to be up at work at 8.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I think the next live, I don't even know if we're going to do a live next week, but we're going to have the creator of Operation Monster Force on here, hopefully soon. So that'll be a very, very good show because I do have a couple figures from them. So good night, guys. Hope Jada does some Mortal Kombat line. I forgot about Jada toys. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, everybody. Flicks and Comics, if you're still here, DM me when you're available so we can get you back on the pod again.
Yeah. And you guys,
all right, guys,
be on Encore now, so go do that. That'd be great.
Oh, that's right. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm on Encore now, so I'm getting away from Whatnot. Encore is literally like eBay and Whatnot, but you don't have to do a live stream. You can literally just do a video, you post it, and you put up for auction. You can do giveaways, or you can just put it as a buy it now. Go follow me. Link is in the description. And eventually I will get him on there. And I'm working on a couple other people. They are very, very cool dudes that I talk to. And when you sell on there, they actually pay for the shipping. I don't have to pay for the shipping. But if you buy something, you pay for the shipping. It's very interesting. So definitely worth it. They take a flat 10%. That's it. Whatnot takes 8% plus a transaction fee, plus a seller fee and a shipping fee. So after all said and done, Whatnot takes about 15 to 20%. So Encore is the way to go. Go follow me. I have stuff up. There'll be more up in the next couple of days. And thanks for coming on and watching us tonight on a Monday. Appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next No Show podcast.
Adios.
Peace. Drop your